All right, guys, here we are to talk about and review the trailer for the movie 47 Meters Uncaged. 47 Meters Down, Uncaged. I left out a word.
Caged Heat.
Caged
Heat 3.
So 47 Meters, I thought that was a great movie.
So you loved that trailer, you loved that movie, you told me about the movie and spoiled it for me in a way where I was like, oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
With something that we didn't know from
off the jump,
right,
it doesn't. It sounds like, so if you haven't already seen the first movie, 47 Meters Down,
Yeah.
It just seems like, oh, it's a shark movie, blah 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 blah. There's so much more to it than that. It's so good. It was so refreshing. I really enjoyed it. It was like an edge of the seat thrill ride for me, and I don't get that a lot.
Okay.
Like nowadays. So I was like really excited by it. And then when I was like, they're making a sequel, what? And I know you're looking to see, are these the same people from the first one? And I can't imagine anyone ever getting in the water ever again.
That's true,
after
right?
that first movie, let alone anywhere there are sharks.
Yes.
I'd be like taking baths. Nah, bro. I use wet naps.
Yeah.
Like,
I just run.
Can we go to KFC?
I just run through the neighbor's sprinklers. I can't be anywhere near a body of water.
Exactly.
No, I dig. That's cool.
But if this, and I can't even imagine how this could live up to that first one.
Still without somehow without spoiling the first one, the only thing interesting about it to me was the thing that was not in the trailers and was not a major thing, right?
Which is usually the thing that gets you.
But like you and you revealed it to me, which made me feel happy to know it and also freed me from the need to ever watch it, right?
So the people don't think I just go around spoiling movies.
Yeah.
Lee said he is not going to see that movie.
Yes.
No, and I then said that I described
When I say spoil it, I mean it in the most medical, technical terms you could possibly mean it. I don't mean you just...
I surgically spoiled that movie.
You weren't like, hey, what's up? I'm going to spoil this movie for you. What? And you just hit my... It wasn't like that. It was a very clinical...
I slapped you in the face.
Procedural.
I had it printed backwards and upside down.
When I looked in the
mirror,
I was like, wait, what? Yeah. But I was like, oh, that is cool. Great.
That kills Dumbledore. What?
But I said, oh, that is cool. Great. Now I really don't have to watch it. But it's like, it's a cool movie.
Yeah.
So again, without spoiling it, I'm being very surgical myself here. I'm not sure how this one could do the same thing or a similar thing and have it still be good or whatever. We won't get into it.
But with how much I like that first one, like if they capture even half of what that movie was, I would totally see this.
And I think if we assume that it was made by the same team or the same whoever,
I would assume
that they would have the capacity for a similar interesting twist. We won't have so many people watching 47 Meters Down now. But they don't know what the twist is. There's a twist, people.
There's a twist.
Let's see if this one twists us.
They're all sharks.
Thumbing it up. Right? Uncaged.
Yeah. All right, let's just check this shit out.
So I feel like you were already convinced. There's really no even need to watch the trailer for you. Is that accurate or no?
I was pretty hyped going into the trailer. So not going to say that I wasn't riding an adrenaline rush from memories of the first movie. That's certainly a thing.
Are you using the past tense by accident, or having now seen it, would you find yourself not hyped?
This to me is almost a teaser.
Okay.
It didn't do
We don't really get too into the thing.
But no, I like movies with sharks anyway. So it takes a lot for me to go, that sucks.
Sure.
But this still seems to be a tier above your average. There are so many bad shark movies, and I think something that and they do this again in this one, is the way they show the shark is it's always a little dark, and you get just a little taste of it.
It comes out of nothing.
Because that's a shark attack is this thing. Other
Sharks
movies,
are definitely
you
scary.
see it from miles away. I'm like, no, they sneak from underneath you, and they nail you.
The cliche of the fin going by or whatever, all that stuff from Jaws.
I think very rare is it that you would get warning. I think you would just hit like a torpedo.
Yeah.
And this does that. They're in some cool Mayan temple.
That's what drew me into the whole thing, because I think it's not the same characters, obviously, right?
No, 100% not the same characters.
And they just go diving, but it has kind of a Descent or whatever vibe. It has kind of like a spelunking water whatever thing.
Where somewhere no one will ever find us, because tourists don't know about this.
Yes, and you're somewhere where it's those creepy, they're underwater now, but they carved people.
Like terracotta warriors, except different race.
Well, and there's a picture that you can find on the internet very easily that's like an art expo of it, but I think that there are also real ones. But they're in these catacombs with human remains, creepy statues, and a shark. Right? That's great. That's a great setup.
At
for
least
all
one shark.
Yeah.
Potentially more, and especially once somebody gets nicked or killed. Probably more.
Yeah.
And there's
a grate though and stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
The interest here for me is I wonder if there's any air pocket chambers, because we saw what looked like pretty quickly into this, or just the way it was cut, that they were low on oxygen.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if that's because one of their lines gets nicked or cut, because you'd think they'd all go in with the same amount of oxygen. So the idea that one person's out before the other one, maybe they're hyperventilating, I don't know. We'll find out. But yes, that grate does make me wonder. Because
is that a part of the place, or what is that?
I feel like there wouldn't be a metal grate
Not
there.
from the Mayans or Incas or
No.
whatever, but since then or whatever. Keep things out. Maybe that's keeping the shark in. Weird stuff like that.
I don't know.
I don't know how it works. I don't know how sharks work.
Super interested.
No, I like the setting. That's what like threw me into a hole. Because in the first one, is there a boat that gets like sent away, or is it an accident or something?
The first movie's plot is there's people and they're going on a shark dive, so they're in the cage.
In the shark cage.
And the crane winch breaks and it drops all the way down. And
how far?
47 meters.
47 meters. Okay, gotcha.
This, though, looks like it's a much higher production value, honestly.
It does.
Because
it looks
it has
crisp and
setting,
stuff.
it has stuff like, and there were a couple of locations in the first movie, but this one, by and large, seems to be a lot more. There's a lot of stuff going on.
And you can do a lot with a little bit when it's so dark and wet and all that stuff.
Yes.
I hope there's air pockets too, because it's not that it's a pet peeve of mine or what you want to call it, but like when there's multiple people diving and they have like the radio thing, it's a weird like it doesn't feel as good as like people talking and whatever else it would be, something like that.
In the first one, though,
it was fine.
It felt so much creepier because even when you're next to somebody, you felt distant. Like you never had that like.
Oh, because they can't talk.
Well,
or did they have a radio? What did they have? They
all spoke with the thing, like communicate back and forth. And then they were too far down to talk to the boat anymore.
Exactly.
Unless they swam up, which made them go outside of the cage.
Which was vulnerable. Yeah.
So like the first movie's gold, and just off of how good that first one is, this one was going to get a thumbs up anyway. Because I was like, even if it was a terrible trailer, I'd be like, benefit of the doubt. I know what they got going on. Because I don't think I was super. No, was I hyped about the first trailer? I forget.
I think so.
I think I was. But yeah, this looks good even if it wasn't a sequel. It's a loose sequel. This is not a direct relation. It's not the same sharks. It's not the same part of the country.
How do you know it's not the same sharks?
Pretty sure.
Sharks travel long distances.
Sharks do travel. They don't ever sleep.
Just to kill teenage girls or whatever they are, young women.
But there's at least 3 girls in this one. That's one more girl, so potentially
already better.
Well, more things to die. The downside in a movie that a horror-based movie when you don't have a lot of characters is you really can't lose a lot of people.
You can't demonstrate the threat properly because it's just we always have to get away because there's 1 or 2 of us.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But no, this could be it.
I'm on board too. This is a thumbs up for me. This seems promising. Like taking everything into account. I'm expecting there'll be something interesting happening at some point, if not a twist, something interesting or something more than just like they keep trying to get away and eventually right? It's going to be something. I am hoping for finding weird things down there in this crazy like the setting.
I picture finding like an old cutlass or something and trying to fight the shark. Some crazy shit.
Could be a lot of interesting stuff down there. So that is a much more fertile thing. And I think during the first trailer even too, because I was like, I don't know, dog, like sharks are scary. I would never go into the water for any reason. So like I get that part, but I don't need to watch other people. But here, because it's more, I want to say outlandish or fantasy, right? With a weird temple, underwater temple.
Yeah, better gimmick.
Oh, this is a more interesting setting for me, where it's not like a cage or like a thing or whatever. I like small movies too, so the whole thing about like there's just 3 actors and they're just doing whatever, right? That's cool. So.
I wonder how long ago that was, air pocketed. Like at what point in time did this have people able to just walk into it and pray or do whatever the hell they did? I wonder if they're going to find secret exits or entrances, or that's part of their thing. Because even if there is air, like it's coming from somewhere. No, interesting.
There's a huge amount of potential there, and even if they don't use it, what they showed me on the screen was interesting enough.
It was enough, yeah.
With the weird lighting, and there's like skeletons and things, I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right, guys, that's our thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.